Hey everybody, this is DJ Snelten from GUD Baseball. So first off, let's talk about why am I even qualified to help baseball players get to the next level of their development journeys, right? I made my big league debut April 28, 2018, and I was kind of fostering an injury, and I just didn't have the tools in my tool belt to get over these things, but I was too scared to tell anybody, and I didn't know where to get help. And by the time I got on top of things, I was at the moment 88, 89, getting up to 91, 92 with high adrenaline situations. I found myself going from playing in the big leagues to being in independent baseball. And by the time I got myself back to 91, 94, no one seemed to really care who I was or what I was accomplishing. So I realized that changes needed to be made. And through that 3 to 6 month trial of error and learning and getting all these different certifications, I was able to create practical applications for my own personal development. And we saw 88 to 92 become 94, 96, and that following week became 97, 99, and ended up ultimately getting signed by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2020. I think every coach has a niche when it comes to their ability to approach development for players. And the niche that I fit right now is I have a level of empathy that comes with the game because I'm still an active player. Currently in the Los Angeles Angels organization. I've played for 6 different teams, the Giants, the Orioles, Tampa Bay, Cubs, Yankees, and now with the Angels. Having the perspective of being a player first, coach second allows me to relate to the players a lot better than a lot of coaches will, because it's really hard from the other side of the fence to look in and remember what it feels like to have those experiences, to not have the results that you want on the field, or to have the best day of your life and learn how to graduate from that opportunity. Sometimes we get so excited that we're on top of the mountain that we forget how easy it is to fall down. The services that we provide at GUD Baseball is we give remote programming from a very holistic approach. So not only are we talking from an area of expertise and playing experience, having 11 years in professional baseball, I also went and got my certificate in personal training, performance enhancement specialist, my functional movement screening level 1 certification, and my certified speed and agility specialist certifications. So through those 4 certifications, we're able to kind of attack the 4 pillars of training, speed development, power, strength, functional correctives, everything that you need to make sure that you have a one-stop shop for everything that you could possibly need in your programming. To be able to attack programming from those 4 pillars, we cover everything that every individual would ever need to make sure that they are ready to go and they've been the most prepared that they've ever been for a season in their entire lives. One of the biggest services that we provide at GUD Baseball is when you get into season, it's absolute chaos, it's absolute anarchy. You don't know when things are going to go sideways. And there's this double-edged sword, whether you're playing in high school, college, at the professional level, where we want to ask our coaches what we can work on. What can we get better at? And we find these moments where we might see something mechanical. We might go, hey coach, I'm noticing that I'm pulling off glove side, or I'm noticing I'm not really getting into my back hip very well. Do you have any drills or anything that I can do in my time to make sure that I'm getting better at this? And in one breath, they're gonna go, yeah, absolutely, hit these 2 or 3 drills. But in the next breath, they're starting to think that in those pivotal game moments, well, can I trust Timmy to get the job done? No, he's thinking about getting into his back hip more. He's trying to rotate better. He's not thinking about the game. He's not thinking about getting the outs. And this isn't a knock to the coaches. This isn't a knock to anybody else. We just want to make sure that questions aren't penalized. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get better in season. In fact, that is probably the most pivotal time that you want to get better. As an external source, as an outsource of information, as a remote coach, you're never going to get penalized when you're speaking with me. If you want to ask me questions about things that you can work on in your own time to get better without letting anyone have that seed of doubt that you're not going to get the job done in game, this is a great venue to talk to me and go, hey, listen, I really do want to work on these things. I don't know how to approach it. And that's where I come in. That's where my 10 to 11 years of experience as a remote coach comes in, and I'm able to kind of identify those needs, focus on the areas of things that we can get better at, and make sure that we can continue to keep this program adaptable and not so much concrete. This isn't something that is just going to come into your lap and then I'm going to reach out to you 5 weeks later. I'm in the trenches with you. We are going to battle together, and I want to make sure that when you have this program, we're going to check in multiple times a week and say, hey, look, how are things going? How did Wednesday go for you? How did Saturday's game go for you? Did it go well? Did you get footage? All right, well, let's take a look at it. All right, I think this drill is really working for you, but I don't think that this drill is working. Let's remove this and let's add this. Remote training is about having accessibility to the best knowledge available without the sacrifice of convenience of location. There's a right and a wrong time to talk about mechanics and to talk about performance and metrics and what are the shapes of our pitches, what are our plots, what is our arsenal. And then there's throw it out the window. You got a guy on third base with less than 2 outs and you need to find a way to strike that guy out and prevent that run from scoring. We're gonna teach you the importance of getting into external rotation with your arm. We're gonna teach you how to get into the lower half and teach pelvic rotation and timing rotation. But what we also need to teach these players is how to forget those things in those pivotal moments and get back to that primal version of pitcher versus hitter. Without executing and getting results in the game, does any of this really matter? It's all about being able to make sure that we can perform at our best in game. Every lift that you hit, every meal that you eat, every hour of sleep that you get, every drill that you do, every bullpen that you throw, it all works towards that singular moment. And you don't know when it's gonna come in season, but your name will get called. Your back will be against the wall, and you will have to dig down deep and prove something. And it's our goal at GUD Baseball to make sure that we give you the program so that when that moment comes, that you're ready, because success comes through preparation.